like to introduce you to Courtney Smith, our residential realtor. Courtney comes to us having 6.5 years of experience in the real estate industry. She believes the 25 years that she's worked in various customer service positions, where she was focused on helping other people, has been her superpower as her son in this business. So Courtney sees her clients' situations as truly life-changing events and not just a sale. She is honored to help others navigate their individual situations with personal care, honesty, and integrity. Her true passion is caring for those in her life and her community. Let's give it up for Courtney.
Yay. Thank you. Okay, I'm Courtney Smith with Bella Bay. I will start a little bit about me. I like pictures. I'm a visual, so I have a lot of photos, but don't feel you need to do this when you do your presentation. So first and foremost, I'm a mom. This is my son, Elliot. We always have sticky fingers and things like all over. But he is almost 5 already. But I wanted to throw up the very first Halloween photo was we dressed him as Ron Burgundy because he had a major comb over. So that was his very first Halloween. I am also a wife. So this is my husband, Ben, and we like to do some adventures together. And prior to knowing him, I did a lot of adventures without him. So I've ran lots of races. I've done 10 half marathons, a full marathon, a triathlon. And then last May, my husband and I went out to California and did a 3-day trail fest, which each day was like a half marathon, basically running through the coastal redwoods of California. It's pretty epic. So scared the crap out of me at times too, but it was pretty amazing overall. I put Madison up here. I'm from a small town outside of Madison, Wisconsin. So I moved here about 10 years ago, and Culver started in my hometown. So fun fact, I worked with the Culvers and went to homecoming with their daughters. And then I have 2 dogs. So Gus is the black and white one, and Layla is the blonde. They are mini Aussie Doodles, and they are actually brother and sister. So they came from the same mom and dads. One came out poodle and one came out more Aussie. So, and then in the bottom right corner, so I'm a huge part of my women's ministry team at my church. Love to serve the Lord and just give back the gifts that he gave me. So this is the team that helps put on retreats and all women's ministry events. And just, have a lot to say for all those women up there. So honored to get to work with them. All right, a little bit about me. I had a pretty great year last year. I was pretty proud of myself. So threw up some of my accomplishments and just those vision board check marks that I finally got to check off. So I've been in real estate about 6.5 years now. Last year, I'm through a coaching program called Ninja Selling, and I received my best year yet. So I got interviewed in that bottom right corner by the president of the Ninja Selling Nation this last February. So I got to just talk about just my growth and what made my year the best year yet. So that was pretty cool. And then I got to be a speaker at our Bella Bay Rockstar Rooftop event, which is in the striped skirt. That too was kind of a vision board since I joined Bella Bay 4.5 years ago that I've always wanted to do that. And I was asked last year. And then I got to be top 10 producer in April and July last year, finished in the top 7% of Bella Bay with 255 agents. And then also in the last 2 years, got certified as the Ninja Selling and Ninja Now graduate through the program. And in 23 earned Bella Bay's Star of the Year Award, which is all about just how you represent the company, going out in the community and what you do. So that was pretty cool first award to get. Nothing about top dollar, nothing about, how many leads you're taking in, or deals you're closing, but just how you represent yourself and out in the community. So that's a little bit about me. And then this was my year last year. So just so you know, I do have some credentials. I've been doing the business. I'm actually in the business doing it. But I got to help serve over 20 families last year. And then I just kind of broke it down. So I was 12 listings to 8 buyers. And then just deeper look is 9 local family serves. So I did have multiple like buy and sell deals, 5 of them actually. And then return clients. So within the first 6 years, I had 7 closings last year that came from past clients that reached back out to work with me again. And then I got to do my first new build. So I understand that and was able to close 7.4 mil. So it's pretty excited. From last year, it was like 4.3. So I jumped quite a bit. And those were houses that I got to close. So speaking of scaling, I hired someone recently. So this is Sarah. She is now my assistant. And when you work with me, you get a whole team. So this is just kind of the small part of my team. But Sarah is my admin. So I love being out there and being personal and building those relationships. So she is going to be able to help me in the background doing those administrative things so I can be out doing what I love and what I'm good at. And that's connecting with people. And then Amanda Williams is my transaction coordinator. So once a deal is under contract, we got to start the timeline begins, right? So like we got to get to title, we got to get inspections, we got to get all these things and hit those things. And Amanda is the girl that makes sure all of that continues and keeps me on track. And then Scotty, he is my broker. So if I don't know the answer, he probably will. And I talk to him probably daily and meet with him weekly. We do a lot of trainings. He's been in the business for, 25 plus years and just as a wealth of knowledge. So you don't just get me, you get him plus the other 250 agents at Bella Bay that I can always interact with and reach out to. Okay, so what makes me different? So I put a little thing up here. Every good agent knows how to write solid offers, negotiate, throw up photos, or like chase leads and find clients, right? But what makes me different? Like, why do you want to use me? So just kind of broke it down to a couple of things. So building relationships. I do run a referral-based program, so I don't take leads. I don't sign up with Zillow and Realtor and have to like drop everything to go chase that and hope that's where my next business is coming from. So I am all about long-term relationships and doing life together. So I like to think that my relationship like starts long before you need to buy a home. Of course, like if you know someone and we don't know each other, I'm happy to help them as well. But most people come to me because I've already been helping them celebrate birthdays and weddings and new babies or divorces or losses. I'm there for it all and I love doing that. So, and then I also do a lot of like industry networking. So that helps me when I'm writing offers for my clients. If that agent knows of me or I'm calling that agent and I'm building that rapport with that agent up front so that we get to know each other, and hopefully that helps your offer stand out a little bit more than maybe the next one that the agent never even contacted that person. I like to think I have top quality customer service. So I'm a strong communicator. I like to stay in touch with people. I have processes. So buyer consultations, seller consultations. There's reasons I do that. And that not only helps save time and energy on everyone, but that also, just it helps the buyers and sellers just kind of know what's coming and what to expect. And then I'm an educator. So I like to sit down in my buyer consult and like explain the process, talk through it, get to know like my buyers, like what are you looking for and why? Not just what, but why. I had some come through an open house and they're like, I don't think our agents even ever asked us like what we actually want and what we're looking for. And we've looked at multiple houses, 2 inspections have failed now. And I was like, oh boy, like, so again, reasons why I do it. So that's the consultations, and real estate reviews is something I've added, which I'll go over here in a minute. And then just being strategic. So I like to get creative for both marketing and for offers. With marketing, I know Kevin's mentioned he likes my videos, but I found a videographer and I always do professional photos if I need to. I will call in the professionals. I will get the stagers in there. We'll get some fresh paint in there by professionals. We will have, the videos, the different marketing, and then get that out on, Facebook and the social medias as well. And just talk through that with my clients ahead of time. So we're all on the same page and they understand what's coming. Oh, and those are a couple photos of I did my first client appreciation event, and then I have no problem getting down and dirty when it comes to listings. I will go clean the windows. My husband and I went out and we did some shrubbery cleanup quickly. We had photos the next day. And I love to do just closing baskets and make things very personalized as well for a personal touch. All right, I'll do a quick little market update. So I just threw up January and February numbers so you can kind of see where the market's shifting here. But this breaks down the area. So whatever county you live in, it's by county. So you'll see Kent County is currently sitting at 1.4 months of inventory. So that's if every home were to sell and every buyer goes through, it's only a month and a half of inventory that we have out there right now. A normal market is 6 months. So if that tells you anything. And then days on market. So average days on market is going to be Kent County is 43 days, or it was in January, and now it's 37. So we're ready at 1.2 months of inventory versus 37 days on the market. And just from 1 month, it went from 363 average up to 373 average. So the market can be tough, and finding someone that can help you through it is important.
Is that normal seasonality as you get into the summer? Are those days on market going to reduce, or does the volume of homes on sale make that go up?
I mean, hopefully, number of homes will go up, but also volume will probably reduce too, because a lot of buyers are coming out just waiting for those listings to start popping. And I mean, we already have multiple offers on a lot of homes. So, but summer also can bring out more buyers. And if rates drop a little bit, that's going to bring that many more buyers. So, I mean, January, February is going to be slower months anyway. So price will increase and everything as we go. Okay, so I just want to show a snippet of when I talk about real estate reviews and what I now provide to clients, past clients, people, anyone interested that just wants to know how's the market doing in your neighborhood, or how's my home sitting. So I made up this. It's kind of fake. It's an actual house around 60th Ave, but I added my aunt and uncle, Betty and Jerry, and made it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is something that I now send to my people. So I just wanted to blow it up, and I have one here if you want to take a look at it or pass it around. But it's just it's a snapshot of the neighborhood and how your house is doing. So I have a little table of content here. I like to go over some national stats, some local stats, and then your specific neighborhood. I have a really cool program that I will show you here in a second. Okay, so for national stats, I've just pulled some data from FHFA.org. It will go through, you'll be able to see it better there. And then we jump into the local market. So I'll include some data points of appreciation in Grand Rapids and Wyoming, just different ways to look at the data. It's kind of hard to see the numbers on here, but and then the coolest part is I have a program, I have a way to go in, look at your neighborhood, so you'll see there's kind of a snippet of the neighborhood, and then all of that I can pull off the MLS and put into these cool data programs, I guess. So you can see here that in the last 12 months, the average days to close in this area was 66 days, and then the average close price was $435. This breaks down last 12 months of activity. So they had 44 properties close. There's currently 5 under contract, 5 for sale, and 7 did not close. So why is that, right? They have 80% odds of selling. Then up here, it goes through the buying pattern and shows when properties closed in the last year. So you got to think they probably listed probably a month or 2 before that. But it kind of, if you're thinking of listing, it's good to know in your neighborhood, like what month is a good month to start looking at selling. And then the scattergram is probably one of my favorites. So this will take average price by square feet. So in that neighborhood, you can look at where's your square foot, and then the red line is like the fair market value. So you can kind of see, okay, I should be about here. Maybe I'm a little above because we added on a renovation, or maybe my home needs some work. I might be a little bit below that line. So it's just kind of a good check that way. So that is what I do when I say I have, when I do my real estate review. Good referrals, I'll go quick. A good referral, just listen for life changes. Like these are life changes that I can help people, pain points or celebrations, right? That will allow me the chance that down the road, they'll probably need my services. All right, do you guys have any questions? That's all I got for you. Okay.
Those graphs were those real numbers that you were showing us?
Yeah. Yep, from that house. I changed the address, but yeah.
Does it surprise you that the median of the house that you're showing is $430,000? Like when you started, did you think that was the median?
Well, and theirs is a little different. Like I know this house has acreage and they have a little bit more to them. So there's like a cluster here that's like a certain neighborhood too. So I do need to like go in and actually get like review that because I'm gonna go to their house next week and meet with them. So I'm curious, you know, like if it's all like similar builds and, you know, like a new development or something that is in there. But yeah, it is interesting to like kind of go through and see.
It's a lot.
Yeah. And then, you know, if you want like a more specific to your home, it's helpful for me to be able to come in, take a look at it, see what, you know, your finishes are and stuff, and then get you an actual like CMA, comparative analysis of your home. But it's kind of just a fun snapshot. Good question. Anyone else have anything? No? Okay.